How's it going? How's it going, Pisces? It's Asani's readings. I'm going to be doing a reading for you tonight. It is the 11th of May, and I'm trying to see if I can pick up on some energies if Spirit lets me on what's to come for you here in the month of May for this week. It's Monday, so let's see what Pisces can look forward to this week. Okay, what I'm getting before I even pull any kind of cards is you're feeling like there's like a whole bunch of things that are redundant, unnecessary, a lot of unnecessary energy going on. You're fed up with it. You're tired of the games, you're tired of the lies, you're tired of people not showing up the way they know they're supposed to, half-assing every damn thing. And this can be your lover, this can be your kids, family, co-workers, freaking people that work at your children's school, hell, even drivers on the street. You feel like people are being redundant. I feel like Spirit is telling me right now that in your day-to-day that you can almost feel when someone's going to be trying to be redundant. I just pulled a card right here. I have the Knight of Pentacles. Let me finish what I'm getting. You can kind of feel when people are about to play games with you. You get some type of anxiety. It's a test of your patience. It's a test of what's to come this week. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. So let's see. Yeah, so you're in the process of like self-discovery, really getting into like the roots of issues that's going on. For the feminine out there, I'm getting there's a masculine who you already figured him out. And I feel what Spirit is telling me is that a lot of evidence, for lack of better words, I mean, that's a good word, but just clarity. That's the better word that I want to use. A lot of clarity is coming to surface about this person. Just everything you already knew about this person, you gave them the benefit of the doubt. A lot of reassurance is coming to you. And I'm feeling like it's came to you time and time again. When you were with this person, and even now, if you're not with this person. And this isn't even necessarily a relationship that it has to fall for, but for some reason I'm picking up strongly right now for somebody that's watching this video for a relationship. You're tired of the games, you're tired of the lies. Someone has been working your patience. So this person, you know that they, like when it comes to your union, is anything they have to say is completely bad. And this person, they cannot stand the fact that, I'm starting to rouse me up, they cannot stand the fact that you're not just going along with whatever they got going on, whatever they want, because you know it's a bad idea. You know that even dealing with this person is no good for you. You know, so if you feel like you need to break free from this person, they're going to be mad at you. They're going to try to punish you for trying to break free. And Spirit here is giving me a message to you that it's going to happen. It's going to happen whether you implement it or not, or rather it's implemented in some type of form, some type of way. Yes, so, okay, this person is also very dangerous, very excessive. And they're also dealing with something that's some type of sickness right now because of how their spirit is. Now, when people are just ugly acting and they just carry on with being ugly acting, as far as like how they treat people that really love them and how they treat people in general, like they're talking about people all the time, but then when they need, you know, some type of help, then they'll reach out to that person. They're a user. This person is a freaking user. And so right now, this person is sick. And I think this person is someone who rarely gets sick. This is somebody who, they use everything that they can use in a conversation with you as a form of like competition. So this person has bragged constantly about never getting sick. They're sick right now and they don't even know what to do but to think of you. They talk heavily, disrespectfully about you. And then now they're just sitting here thinking about you. But for some reason, they still are thinking about you in a negative way, even though they're thinking about you when they're down and out. So this person thinks about you as like my end all be all, and at the same time, they want to destroy you at the same time. This is a straight crazy person. Yeah, so I feel like this person sold you lies, sold you wolf tickets, sold you false dreams, false narratives about who they are and about what they wanted to do with you. Now, I necessarily didn't think this was going to turn into a love reading, but somebody's energy is highly coming up right now. So this person is, and I kind of said this in my last reading that I just put up. I believe it's either the one where you're going to be contacted like on the 14th. But this person is going to come through with some form of negotiation. They're going to try to win you back. Okay. But this person is unreliable, scam, lies. That's what I have here with the Knight of Cups. This person is inconsistent. They're not telling the whole truth and they're not living in reality. Be careful, Pisces, because this person is trying to trap you. Misery loves company. I'm hearing somebody with the name like T or Tajanique, something. This person's going to run into someone you know. And they are going to be basically confronted by somebody you know in regards to your situation. And they talk a lot. So they're going to want to talk to this person that, you know, they encounter that knows you. And it's going to make them feel like they're going to kind of, in a sense, accomplish something by talking to this person and slandering your name even more. Yep. They're going to talk about like the breakup or how things ended. They're going to try to connect with this person. And then everybody they talk to, they're going to try to like make connections with the person so that the person could kind of see where they're coming from. But for real, this person is looked at as a weirdo. Everyone pretty much can see through this person, but they're a good talker. All right. Yeah, they think to themselves that they are deep and they're not. But this conversation that they're going to have with somebody that you know, they're going to feel as if it like re-energizes them in a form, because they are highly addicted to you in a sick way, but it's going to give them like energy. It's going to like motivate them to like carry on, because I think this person is not only dealing with like a physical sickness, I think they're also like going into a deeper dark place mentally. And I mean, I feel like that's something that's pretty much self-imposed with just how ugly acting they've been. All right. So Pisces, you're on bigger and better things right now. I feel like Spirit is showing you how to really look deep within, how to strengthen up not just your patience, but also lay a foundation for stability. There will be some suitors, but I'm not thinking that they're gonna be anybody that you want to just like move fast with. I feel, Pisces, that you've done that before, and you're just real more skeptical, you know, this time around. But you know, I don't feel like anybody that is going to come to you is going to be somebody who wants to fight with you, who wants to argue with you. Everyone that is considering you, they're going to come off very understanding and very, very peaceful. I feel like it's going to make you kind of feel like a little weird because you just, you know, was dealing with somebody who was argumentative, somebody who's combative. And if this new person or these new people that you're dealing with, if they do something that you don't necessarily like, or they don't really hold up their end of the bargain, you kind of like reflect back to the trauma you was just going through, as far as like the arguments, as far as like just your days and nights being filled with confusion and conflict. But Pisces, just take a deep breath, as I just did right now, because I just kind of felt my heart beating real fast. You know, because you'll have people really come into your life playing games all day. They will come off one way and then literally take their mask off when they feel like they got you. And then you find out that this person is so lazy when it comes to loving you, but they have so much energy when it comes to hurting you and putting you down and fighting with you. And that's just crazy, because the same type of people that will complain about how they don't have time to talk to you and work things out, or they think your motives are boring or whatever, they'll claim they don't get enough sleep. They'll be up talking shit, arguing with someone about you, to you, you know, and it's just like you choose to put your energy into something unproductive instead of something productive. And I think you've learned, you know, that when people disappoint you and you realize you're not like attached to this person, like you're not obligated to this person, like you don't have to see this person every day. And I'm talking about like the new suitors, you don't have to even deal with them ever again. You know, you have to like take a breather, because you know, you don't want to get back there. You don't want to go back there to just confrontation. And then when you let go, you know what I'm saying, and you don't confront people, not saying you have to be an avoidant, but when you kind of like realize someone is not holding up their end of the bargain, say you wanted to have a phone call with someone, they were supposed to call you and didn't call you. You reflect back to when things was chaotic, right? But you take a breather and then you contact the person and they're nice. They're nice. But that just lets you know that that's not somebody you really want to deal with, because that's a red flag in itself if somebody say they're going to do something and they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But you're fully aware, you're more aware. I feel like Spirit have you go through things very traumatic, very heartfelt, for you to definitely learn a lesson. Okay. So I am getting here that it's going to be a lot of things that was taken from you for years is going to be restored to you here. I have Pentacles, I have a lot of pentacles right here in my hand. I have 3 cards right here full of pentacles. And so I'm just trying to figure out, like, wow. I think you feel this too, Pisces. You already know you've been working hard. You already know the payoff is coming. The payoff is definitely coming. You have a lot of faith, Pisces, and whatever faith, you know, you consider your faith to be in. You're a hard worker. You have a lot of talent. You're a self-healer. You're constantly working on self-improvement. You're enthusiastic as hell. Like, you can really have a good time with people when they have good energy, and they're able to, like, bounce it back, you know, with you. You know what I mean? And then you are going through getting back to your true self. And when you get back to your true self, Pisces, you're on the road to that. You're never, ever, ever going to fall for the things you fell for before. All right? You know, just the dumbness, just the arrogance of people. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to yourself, the self-deception, you're not lying to yourself anymore. You're not lying to yourself anymore for anyone. I'm getting that you gave a lot of people time, way more time than they was supposed to be granted. And your spirit guides is like, you know what? I told you this person was not fixable, and you still wanted to go after the hard tasks because you was bored. Pisces, I'm getting that you do a lot of things out of boredom. Can't be bored. Can't be bored. Can't be bored. And it's, you know, it's because you do want company. You want some company. My goodness, you want some company. And you know what? When you do feel like somebody wants to take things to the next level with you, you feel, in a sense, forced to make a decision right then and there. Pisces, that's the lesson that you were supposed to learn. And I hope you truly learned that lesson, that you don't let nobody force you into a relationship. You don't let anybody make you feel like you got to give them a decision. Now, say you're going on dates, you meeting people, you know, and maybe you went on about, you know, a couple dates with a person, the same person, maybe 3 dates with this person, and they're trying to rush you into a relationship. You don't have to be in a relationship with that person because, you know, like, what are they in a rush for? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they in a rush for? And if this person wants to gift you and use the gifts as a way to say that we're supposed to be in a relationship, or we're in a relationship, or I need a kiss, or we need to have sex, or anything like that, don't be desperate, Pisces. And that this is male or female. Don't be desperate. Don't be desperate in a sense to where you feel like this person is the only person that is sent to you at that point in time, and you're going to be without if you let that person go. Let that person go. Spirit wants you to feel the burn of letting people go, being by yourself, because then you will be able to get stronger in your vetting process, or just like just getting to know people and allowing the right type of people to be in your life and getting rid of the wrong people. All right, so equilibrium, harmony, fairness, accountability, integrity, careful selection, right decision. So that's what Spirit wants you to learn. Spirit wants you to learn that, you know, you can't just think that the people that's given to you is like everybody else. Spirit, God, they're actually granting these type of people to you. Now, I don't want you to be upset with your spirit guides, your God, your power, and like be like, why are you giving me these messed up people? They're giving you fucked up people in small doses so you can learn a lesson, you can pass a certain test, because, you know, Mm. Hmm. Wow. Because you're supposed to be more developed. You're supposed to be more developed than where you are right now. And so, you know, you got a lot of issues here as far as letting people go. That's what I'm getting right here with the Page of Wands in reverse. I'm just looking at it right now because you tend to act impulsively off of people projecting their, you know, impulsiveness on you. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to flip it within yourself and be like, I'm gonna be optimistic about the situation. You try to be assertive about the situation, yet you're not truly being assertive, you're being a pushover. All right, when you truly deserve happiness, you know, and I feel it's time to just love yourself a little bit more than you have before. You know, apologize to yourself for not really trusting yourself, not really trusting the process, or even making the bad decision. You know what I'm saying? Because you had a lot of false starts. What I'm getting here with this Ace of Wands and Rivers, a lot of wasted energy, and a lot of failures, a lot of useful energy. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. People might not like me saying this or whatever, but there's a lot of useless people in this world. There really is. And that's why Spirit, you know, your higher power has been gifting you these bottom of the barrel people because, you know, you gotta really see what's out there. You gotta really see what's out there. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, people can be conditioned. People can be conditioned to a certain type of mindset, and they're stuck there. You can't be trying to be the fixer-upper. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're stuck that way. And for you to think that because, you know, you can see the beauty deep down up in all that ugliness in that person, that you're supposed to sit around and help that person. Like, no way. Okay, so you're going to get a lot of attention, Pisces, a lot of offers, right? And with that, you're going to get a lot of narcissistic people, a lot of bullshit people. You definitely are. But in the midst of that, I feel this time is going to be, it says a proposal on there. And that's, if somebody proposed to you so quick, you know that person's a red flag a walking red flag. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting in the midst of like all the offers and stuff that come to you, it's going to be somebody up in there that they really do care about you. Oh my God, Pisces, I'm feeling like, you know, you just hope you don't make the wrong decision. Because I feel like it's going to be multiple people that's going to be into you. But the ones that are rushing it, you know, I'm not dealing with that one. Don't take it as, oh, they want me, they love me, this person's really showing up, No, don't take it like that. That's the wrong one. Ooh. Justice in reverse. That's the wrong one. And so, yeah, that's what I have for you, Pisces. Let's see right here with my Rebel deck. Oracle deck. I'm gonna pull 3 of these cards before I end this reading. If you stuck around this long, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like button, okay? So 3 of these cards to leave you with here, Pisces. I have a card that's, okay, no, that's like the bottom of it. Okay, that could stay there, huh? I haven't used these cards in so long. I used them like in like my recent readings that I just did, but just like it's been so long. Even like with me just using them, the 3 or 4 times I use them now, it's like so, it's been a disconnect for a minute. Okay, I'm pulling 3 cards. I'm gonna go from the top, the middle, and the bottom. That's what I'm thinking. So fuck fear. Fucking apologize to yourself, okay? And you know, other people, if you cuss them out or whatever, you done did some shady stuff, apologize to them too, because let it all go. Let all of that negativity, that bad stuff, the curse